Welcome back to another episode of Learn with Shavern. On today's episode, we're going to talk about why do you get mad? What are things that trigger you, that frustrate you, that take you out of character, so to speak, right? Take you out of character. We're going to talk about those things and how it is that you can control how you respond to stuff, right? Now, I know it's a part of the human experience to ride this wave of emotions, to experience a bunch of different things. It's really important how you respond to those things, right? Observe how you respond to the things that you think make you upset. And I say think make you upset because a lot of us have conditioned ourselves to think certain things make us upset because we hold true to expectations that we have of people, situations, places, whatever the case may be. We hold true to those things, and because we set these standards, and if they don't fit in our little standard box, now like the whole world ends, in our mind mentally. And observing those things can absolutely change how you respond to it. Now, am I sitting here telling you, I don't get upset? Absolutely not. Right? Because let's be real, everybody gets mad, okay? But do I act on how I'm feeling, or do I take a step back and observe what it is that's happening to me, right? One, did I place myself in a situation for me to get upset? If the answer to this question is yes, I no longer can be upset. I don't care what the circumstances is, did I place myself there? Okay, if the answer is no, I did not place myself there, and this is an experience that's happening to me, right? Then instead of me observing what's happening to me through the eyes of my experience, I need to step out of that and observe the whole experience holistically as a whole, right? On a whole level, the whole shebang, not just what it is I'm going through in that moment. If it wasn't something that I placed myself in, did somebody else place me there? Was this something that was avoidable, right? These are all the questions. In the heat of the moment, it's really hard to trigger these questions, but it's really good once you realize that you're getting upset about something is frustrating you, is boiling up or whatever. You start to ask yourself these questions, condition yourself to think of these questions during those moments, right? Something that's really common that contributes to why people get mad is because they complain all the time. They complain about everything. People complain about everything. It makes me, the fact that people complain so much really, really makes me want to eliminate human interaction altogether. But I understand that interacting with humans is a part of the human experience, right? So, and it doesn't even matter. If the sky wasn't blue today, people would complain. And really and truly, I really feel like once you kind of eliminate complaining, eliminate talking about people, eliminate all of these low vibrating behaviors, oh my goodness, the upliftment, the burden, the stuff that you feel lifted off of you is amazing. I speak from experience, trust me. You stop complaining about finances. And not to say that you're not complaining because these things aren't happening to you. For some reason, people feel like if they don't complain about it, it doesn't validate themselves to others. Why do you need validation from anything external? What could somebody else possibly tell you make you feel better than what you could tell yourself? Nothing. There is nothing nobody could tell me that can make me feel better or worse about myself. I am the controller of all of my emotions and feelings, and you should be too. There should be nothing nobody should say or do to you that should trigger a response. Rather, it should trigger your wisdom, right? Because God bless us all with wisdom. It's the one thing we all have, the power of choice. The power of choice to participate in a situation, or the power to decide if we're going to react to a situation, right? That's our power of choice right there. Why do you get mad? All right, something happens to you. Okay, so what? Big deal. Stuff happens to everybody. When it comes to finances, people feel like if they don't complain about their finances, the people that don't complain about their finances must be balling. It don't matter. It doesn't matter. Maybe these people learn how to suffer in silence, right? Because they don't want to feed that negative energy into their finances, because they may be aware that by giving less power to the complaining of their lack of, they give more power to their abundance to accumulate more of, right? So, I mean, it seems like it's something that shouldn't have to be said, but apparently it does. To not feed into the negative responses, to not feed into what anybody outside of you has to say. Like, I come across this a lot where a lot of people are like, oh, well, don't you care what people say about you? No, I don't. I honestly don't. There is nothing that anybody could say about me that can affect anything of how I think about myself. Okay, because I am the creator of the vision of what I see, and nobody else. So as long as I am comfortable with what it is I do, say, feel, speak, look, whatever, anything outside of that doesn't matter, right? Because that's my experience and my human experience. That's my thought process. It has brought me so much peace to live this way personally. Okay, and most of the people that I experience, because to each their own, but most of the people I experience who live off of what others or the images that people explain to themselves, right? Some people allow others people's ego to define and describe them. And so they live in misery because they're not living true to themselves. So therefore they suffer a lot of emotional turmoil within, because they're trying to be somebody else's creation in their mind, as opposed to being a creation of their own, right? I hope you guys are keeping up with that. Like, you will live so much more freely if you let go of what you think other people think of you. The only thing that should matter of what you think of is what you think of yourself, and let go of all those petty excuses as to why you're not this thing or whatever. Become that. Recreate yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. A part of our human experience is to recreate ourselves. A lot of us have forgotten why we were born, right? Our vessel that we're in. For those of you who believe in incarnation, I personally believe in incarnation. It's not my place to push on my beliefs onto you, but I personally believe in incarnation. I personally believe that our human bodies are not our first bodies. I believe that our souls come back here, choose new bodies, and once the body is done, it comes back and restarts mission, right? So our whole purpose here is to have human experiences, to experience an array of emotions, to experience different things, whether good or bad, right? Due to the law of polarity, if there is good, there must be bad. So we were here to experience that. But a big thing about law of attraction, accept responsibility for where you currently are, right? So how to not get mad about things is accepting responsibility about your current place, about where you currently are, what you are currently experiencing, the here and now, the present, the being present as to what it is that your life has taken you. Maybe you've made great decisions and your life has been favorable for you. And now maybe you're trying to fill in that little bit of emptiness that's left inside. Or maybe you're one of those people who you have emptiness inside and you still haven't found mission. Whatever it is that resonates with you, understand that whenever you have unfavorable experiences, because I personally don't believe in good or bad. I believe there's favorable and unfavorable. So when you have an unfavorable experience happening to you, just remember at the end of the day, you have two choices. You can either be the fisherman at the sea, observing the sea of emotions, right? Calmly, keeping yourself calm and reserved and understanding, again, either accepting responsibility and accountability for where you are, or taking a step back and saying, okay, well, you know what? This is what I learned from this situation. This is what happened to bring me to this place. This is what I'm going to do to either not repeat it, because stupid things keeps happening to you because you're clearly not learning the lesson that you need to learn from it, right? That's really basically how all of that stuff goes. And it seems so harsh, but I realize, like, tough love needs to come back. Like, the school of hard knocks absolutely needs to come back, because this generation of kids were doing everything all loving and everything like that. It's not working. Like, trying to deliver messages to people in a very, like, cherry on top, icing on the cake type of fashion is not very effective. That's something that I've definitely been shown so far. And leading the horse to water, you can't make the horse drink, right? So if this information resonates with you, it's definitely for you. If not, you may need to start doing some research, start doing some soul searching. I want to send shout outs to everybody out there who has been liking, subscribing, sharing my videos. I'm very grateful for all of you guys. I'm thankful. Thank you guys for becoming Patreons. For those of you who aren't familiar with Patreon, click the link below. Become a Patreon is the next link that you have to click after that. You just sign up your information. Thank you guys for your donations. And I wish you guys a powerful, positive, productive day. And understand that you are amazing and there's nothing outside of you that you need. Peace and blessings, family.